Nepal is an amazing country with some of the most spectacular scenery in the world. And whilst the destination will take your breath away, half the fun is getting there. Many of the journey will become memorable adventures all in themselves as you venture along the road less traveled, ride on the buses that barely fit the roads, and fly on the planes with the Himalayas just outside your windows. My name is Bish and I'm from Nepal. Come with me as we check out the 10 must-see things when you get to Nepal. Let's start with number 10. Patan Square. Patan is 5 kilometers away from the capital city, Kathmandu. It is a city of 55 major temples, 136 Buddhist monasteries, and its craftsmen are known for its fine metal works. It is a marvel of Newari architecture. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is a major attraction for the tourists, which was built in 1600s by King Siddhi Narsingh Malla. The royal palace and the host of artistically designed temples are all within the square. The Patan Museum within the palace has a fine collection of metal craft, wood carvings, and a precious Malla-era throne. In the Darbar Square is a beautiful Krishna temple built entirely of a stone, which is the most important Krishna shrine of the valley. The city celebrates countless festivals, both Hindu and Buddhist. The most popular festival celebrated here is the Ratamachindranath Jatra, and the display of Dipankar Buddhas are spectacular. Number 9. Kathmandu Darbar Square. Kathmandu Darbar Square, another UNESCO World Heritage Site, is also known as Hanuman Dhoka. The Hanuman Dhoka came from the statue of Hanuman at the entrance of the royal palace, which was established by King Pratap Malla around 350 years ago. The storied residence was built by King Prithvinarayan Shah in 1770. It's called Basantapur Darbar. Most of the buildings we see today were built between 15th to 18th century. The most interesting thing to see here are Kumari Ghar, the house of living goddess, Kastamandap, Taleju Temple, Kal Bhairav, Shiva Parvati Mandir, and don't forget the Big Bell. It is one of the major tourist attractions of Kathmandu Valley. The major festivals here are Indra Jatra, Dasai, and Holi. Number 8. Swayambhunath. Swayambhunath, also widely known as a monkey temple, is one of the oldest temples in Nepal. It's yet another UNESCO listed temple. It is located on the top of a hill west of Kathmandu city and has been in use since 5th century. This sacred pilgrimage is also the home of hundreds of monkeys. You can see the amazing landscape of the entire Kathmandu Valley from the stupa. As far as monkeys are concerned, it's fun to watch, but don't get too close. Number 7. Lumbini. Lumbini, the birthplace of Lord Buddha, is not only worthwhile tourist attractions, it's also the pilgrimage for Buddhists around the world. Each year, more than 1.5 million people visit this sacred site. It's also a small town in the southern region of Nepal with a lot to offer to the visitors. A large stone pillar, also known as Ashoka Pillar, made by the Indian Emperor Ashoka in 200 BC, bears an inscription about the birth of Buddha. Another historical temple here is Maya Devi, the Buddha's mother. It has a statue of Maya Devi giving birth to Buddha. Number 6. Mustang. Mustang is one of the most remote areas in Nepal and is very isolated from the rest of the world. While Mustang is a remote region, it is visited by thousands of tourists yearly. Mustang is bordered by the Tibetan Plateau and some of the tallest Himalayan mountains, Annapurna and Dhaulagiri, including several other peaks above 7,000 meters. You can also try the Upper Mustang Trek, which is not particularly difficult, the highest point reached being only 3,800 meters. The trek to Upper Mustang is filled with diverse panoramas or local culture. Located beyond the Annapurna Himalayan chain, Upper Mustang has very little rain where the trekkers can walk right around the year, even in the monsoon. Number 5. Baudhanan. This is one of my personal favorites and is one of the most imposing landmarks in Kathmandu. This massive stupa, listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is 36 meters high and dominates the skyline in this area. The stupa was renovated by the Lichavi ruler in the 8th century. It also has many monasteries around it. This amazing white dome is built in the shape of mandala to imitate the Gangse of Tibet. Apart from Lumbini, it is one of the major pilgrimages for Buddhists from around the world. You can walk early morning or in the evening around the inspiring white dome to restore your inner peace and drop your stress levels. Number 4. Chitwan National Park. Chitwan National Park is one of the major tourist attractions in Nepal. This sweeping national park in the far south of the country protects over 932 square kilometers of forest, marshland, and grassland, which is the habitat to thousands of different species of animals. It is considered as one of the best national parks for viewing wildlife anywhere in Asia. While touring here, you can see a lot of animals like deers, monkeys, alligators, one-horned rhinoceros, elephants, and even Bengal tiger if you're lucky or unlucky. You can explore the nature on a jeep, trek, or go canoeing. Make sure you use a registered tour guide to give you the best experience when you're visiting Chitwan National Park. Number 3. Annapurna Base Camp Trek. If you want to get closer to the Himalayas, this trek is just perfect for you. It is one of the most popular treks in the world. The trail starts off twisting through beautiful forests and terraces of rice paddies, climbing all the way up to the base camp at an altitude of 4,100 meters. The base camp is surrounded by some of the highest peaks in the world. Annapurna 1, Annapurna South, the Fishtail or Machapuchre, and Huchuli. The hiking trail to Annapurna Base Camp is accessible from several trailheads and depends on the route you take. The duration of the trek is between 6 and 12 days. It is considered a moderate level for trekking. Number 2. Bhaktapur Dara Square. The ancient city of Bhaktapur lies on the eastern part of the Kathmandu Valley, which is also known as Bhadgaon or Kopo. It is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Bhaktapur retains some of its ancient way of life, reminding you what the Kathmandu Valley must have looked in its medieval period. The remarkable architecture, the beautiful wood carvings and metal crafts all around the city takes you back to the time to Malla dynasty. Bhaktapur has at least 4 distinct squares: Dabra Square, Taumadi Square, Dattatreya Square, and Potre Square. The whole area is informally known as the Bhaktapur Dara Square and is a very popular site in the Kathmandu Valley. The major attraction of this place are the 55 Windows Palace, Vatsala Temple, the statue of Bhupatindra Malla, Nathapol Temple, Vairabnath Temple, Golden Gate or Lion's Gate, and Mini Pashupatinath Temple. You can walk and explore around the city by yourself or engage a local tour guide to provide a much more vivid description. When you visit here, don't forget to try the local yogurt called Juju Dao. Number 1. Pokhara. Pokhara is Nepal's most visited city, which is very different from Kathmandu and is much smaller. It is also the most popular tourism hubs in Nepal. Wherever you look in Pokhara, there are beautiful views with an enormous lake as the focus of attention with the beautiful towns and hills around it. You can try paragliding, skydiving, bungee jumping, ultralight flights, boating, and canoeing. The backdrop to this quaint little city are the Himalayas towering above. They seem so close you can reach out and touch them. Other things you must see while you are in Pokhara are the Mahinda Cave, World Peace Pagoda, Old Pokhara Market, Devi's Falls, and Begnas Lake. It is also known as the gateway to the Annapurna Base Camp. There are links to all the attractions in this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel to find out more about Nepal and watch all of my top 10 list here. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you in my beautiful home country soon.